네, 다음은 뉴욕주 하원의원이신 런김 뉴욕주 40지구 하원의원님을 모시겠습니다. 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Let's give a warm round of applause to New York State Assembly Member Ron Kim.
여러분 안녕하세요. 안녕하십니까? I see you. First and foremost, I want to thank Casey, Chairman Cho, all the founders, all the board members, all the chairs, and I have to recognize the New York table. Otherwise, I can't go back to New York. The New Jersey's in the house too. Where's New Jersey? All these hosts. I've summarized my remarks, whether it's getting to a peaceful outcome in the Korean Peninsula or local politics, in 4 words today. 4 words. People to people diplomacy. 4 words. People to people diplomacy. First, I also want to recognize our National Assembly members for joining us today, all the way from Korea. Your keynote speech was amazing. David Kim, big fan. You're going to get there. I'm behind you 100%. Thank you for everything. People to people diplomacy. When I was a young activist involved with the group called NECAL, Network of Korean American Leaders, 15 years ago, I visited North Korea with 100 Korean Americans. These were 1.5 second generations, and I still remember being in that bus with a woman named Kathy, a young woman named Kathy, after seeing the workers in North Korea, after meeting, after dining with North Koreans, after seeing the children, after seeing all the people interacting, having conversations like these. This woman Kathy came back and she was in tears back of the bus. She couldn't describe why she was in tears. And it took a long time for her to understand what that moment was for her. And the way that she described it, seeing others like her cousins, younger brothers, younger sisters, people who looked like us, suffering the way that they were suffering over there, and being in that condition when we could do so much better as a society, got to her so deep. A second generation who barely spoke Korean, just being connected in the moment. People to people diplomacy matter. And for me, politics locally is also about people to people diplomacy. It's about centering solutions around those suffering the most in our communities. And Korean Americans and Koreans leading the way in this country, showing how it's done. It's not about the special interest groups. It's not about people who have power already, extracting money from the bottom and profits. It's about centering solutions around people who are suffering the most. And that's what we're doing in my district, in Flushing. I just won my 6th term. It was a tough race. I won by 200 votes in the primary election, and I won with 500 votes just last week in the general election. This is a district that's going through a lot. There's a lot of, my district has the biggest wealth gap in the entire state of New York, the richest and the poorest, and it's growing every single day. And people who are suffering, getting left behind, getting their wages stolen and not getting their rights protected are confused, scared. You know, they don't, and there's a lot of people fear-mongering. Just like what we're seeing in Korea, we see that locally as well. Hate-mongering and fear-mongering is very effective in trying to control people's emotions and suppress people at the bottom. We broke those people right at the center of our campaign. And we talked about their issues every single day, what they're going through. And we center solutions around them. And in a district that went Republican, in my district for the last 2 years, I still held on to my seat because we cut across ideologies and talked about the suffering of people. And that's what this is all about, getting to a peaceful resolution. It's about people to people diplomacy. And I know this room, and I know everyone, you know, beyond this room can come together and get it done. I look forward to a day where we can all visit North Korea together in a united, one Korean peninsula. Thank you all. I apologize, but I have a class at 8 o'clock that I also teach. So I have to go to my Zoom class. But two things that I want to get done, two action items. If you can add me to the KAPAC Korea Kakao, my handle is RK40. Please add me to the chat room. And also, you have my commitment, Chairman Cho, that we will also introduce and try to pass a resolution in New York calling for the pass of the U.S. Coalition Act. Thank you.